Welcome to Massive Beers. My name is Matt. We do the beer stuff here. I'm kind of excited for today's review. We'll get to it. Little Wizard. Yeah, Little Wizard IPA from Burlington Brewing Company. If you know anything about Burlington, you know their flagship beers. It's complicated being a wizard. So I saw this on a shelf, Little Wizard. I got really, really excited because I'm like, hell yeah, session level, crushable, we're doing it. Let's get on that. I bought it without looking at ABV. Not that I wouldn't have bought it either way. 6%. I mean, you know, it's complicated. I think is closer to 8, so it is smaller. But anytime I see little, I assume it's going to be session strength. But so we're talking about 6% alcohol by volume, India Pale Ale, Little Wizard. They give us story time, mysteriously delicious, magically, mystically delicious. Sorry. And that's it. That's all we get. There was I think I saw a date on it. Yeah. See, Burlington dates their cans, but they do them, if you can see, they do this foil stamping randomly on somewhere in the can. Sometimes it's very, very hard to find. This one was relatively easy. This one is 04/19/2024, so a little less than 2 months. We'll see where this sucker lands. Label-wise, it's alright. You know, I like that pinstriping design. This one's a little bit more graphic, so let's open it. I shook the shit out of the can, so hopefully it doesn't fly everywhere. So we'll see what's what. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the first beer I ever reviewed from Burlington was there. It's complicated being Wizard. I'm pretty sure. So we'll see where this sucker lands. Definitely has that little bit of kind of like old school, new school kind of coloration to it. A little bit darker. You know, not super turbid stuff either. Soft little haze to it, a little bit of kind of like real malt level, crystal malt level kind of coloration to it. Pinky finger, or actually half a pinky finger of like a little soapy, bubbly kind of edge to it. So yeah, looks the part of, you know, a 6% old school, new school, or Midwest kind of IPA. Hazy IPA. Let's get those. Ooh, there's a little dank thing going on here. Not so little dank thing. I like that. There's a big fruit component to it, too. There's a big kind of orange, bombastic orange, slightly candied orange, juicy thing going on here. But there really is this kind of cool, weedy, garlicky, danky thing kind of floating around in there, too, that kind of has me a little bit hot and bothered. I like what I'm getting on the nose on this sucker. Yeah, that combination of that nice sweetened OJ, sweetened candied OJ, with that little bit of garlic, scalony, garlicky, danky, weedy little thing going on here. This guy likes it. It smells like a crusher. It smells like something vibrant, but also something drinkable. But the nose can only nose how much the nose knows. Let's dive in. Cheers, y'all. I like that. I do. It's not as volumetric as the nose will lead you to believe. Not that the nose is over the top. Again, we're talking about 6% here. It's par for the course on the nose. Probably a little bit less, drinks a little bit less than that 6% ABV would typically come off as, unlike a generic neutral 6%. But it still has those flavors going on for it. It does have that danky component. It's really cool. It does lean a little bit more of a candied soft pine thing, but it's definitely there, and I dig on it. I'm here for it. My computer's getting warm. Hopefully you don't hear that too much. I have a game running in the background. I didn't want to kill it and paused it, so. Anyway, and then on the other side of things, there is this orange thing, that candy thing. Probably not so much actually in the taste. A little bit kind of dumbed down, a little bit less than that. Probably a little bit undersweet than what you'd expect based off of the nose. But again, we're talking about almost 2 months in the sucker. Maybe that has something to do with it. But honestly, I dig it. I like it. Does it remind me of It's Complicated? I can't tell you the last time I had. It's complicated, so I can't really speak that. But taking it as a 6% new school, old school, which is where I'm leaning. You know, I'm talking like, you know, heady, focal, sip, you know, fiddlehead. That kind of thing. I dig on it. I really do. I really do in that sense. And it's a nice kind of... I guess I'd say middle ground, because I really don't want to go kind of low ABV version of that. For me, again, we have to get into that kind of 5.5 sub 4% range or sub 5% range. But I think it's a cool take, and it gives you those old school vibes with that new school take that you got back in the day, but in a little bit smaller package. I can get down with that. And anytime you give me a little garlic scalliony danky thing, this dude is happy. Done and done. It's one of the better hazy IPAs I've had as of late. I mean, I guess it's a hazy, but not super turbo. It's fine. It's not going to win any awards in my book. It's not going to like be Mount Rushmore status, but at the same time, I'm not angry at the 4-pack I purchased. Value and availability on this, I want to say I paid $15. Par for the course for this ABV level, out-of-state stuff, and leave you with, if you like what, will you like this? If you dig, if you yearn? That's the word I'm looking for. If you yearn for the days of the Hazies and the Sips and the second fiddles and fiddleheads, even though those are shelfies nowadays, but you want something that's a bit different. Burlington's take on those kind of things at a relatively low ABV, you will dig on this. There you go. Reviewing the books. Hopefully you enjoyed. Burlington, have you had their beers? Have you had this beer? Do you have a favorite Burlington beer? There's a barrel-aged quad they made that I think I picked up when I was at the brewery. I think that's my favorite. I really do. But let's talk about all that stuff down there. Hopefully y'all enjoyed. Hopefully you're enjoying a little bit of a, lowerish ABV. Hazy. Hopefully see you next time. Cheers, y'all.